So my switch over buttons still aren't working. Thanks, Regelthus. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Hops will be in the moment. She is currently talking to her mom, and that's pretty important. How's it going, Regelthus? I see you messaging us on Discord. And Hops hopefully is giving you everything you need. I liked your picture that you sent. That was fun. I dug that a lot. Let me see what we're doing. So I was gonna play which one? Were there multiple? I only saw the one with you. The big desk with the trucks in the back. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, I did see that one too. But my favorite was by far the newsroom one. Yeah. Yeah, I like that a lot. So what I decided to do today, instead of playing Pathologic, which is, kind of a weird game. It's pretty weird. I decided to do something a little more straightforward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play The Sinking City. I haven't loaded up yet. I don't know what to expect. I don't even really know what type of game it is other than it's a eldritch horror kind of deal. So, and bear with me because her Stream Deck has like all of the buttons, and mine, I don't know where anything is anymore because it keeps changing. So I'm going to switch over to me. Let me make sure everything runs. But anyway, how you doing? How was everyone's Friday? Hey, Ultimate! What's going on? Hops will be back in a very short time. Hey, Ultimate! Thank you for your resub! Woo! I don't have any of the things. Hold on. Soundboard? Nope. Here. There we go. It's just as good. Thank you for the resub, Ultimate. Really appreciate it. All right, so let me get over here. Let me get back to... It's me! And we're going to be playing The Sinking City. Hopefully this isn't too loud. Let me go to Hops Out. It works. It's just that easy. Like a Bethesda game, it just works. Okay, so I don't know what to aim assist. No aim assist. Off. I don't know what to expect from this game. I'm excited. So I've wanted to play this game for a while, and I was gonna play Pathologic 2 tonight, but like, it's a weird game. I like it, but I figured it'd be cool to have something just a little more structured. So I figured let's play The Sinking City. I've been wanting to play this for a while. This would be a strictly streamed game, and then I'll have something I can keep going to every single time we play. Difficulty. All right. No. Hard. Investigation. Detective. Hold on. Okay. Newcomer. Evidence in your casebook will have an icon to indicate you can use it to advance the case. Evidence in your casebook will have no hint icons, leaving you to work out what action to take next. Master Sleuth. You will receive no hints at what to do in your investigation, no prompts to visit the Mind Palace or casebook, and won't be notified when you've collected all key evidence. I'm gonna go with Detective. I'm not a Master Sleuth. Also, different hat. Because now we're in... What's going on, Drum? It's going. It's a quarantine, man. Believe it or not. We're stuck at home. But it's good. How are you doing? How was your week? How's your Friday going? Doing a little Sinking City tonight. Master Sleuth. No, Master Sleuth. We're going to be stuck on that forever. If I do Master Sleuth, we're never going to progress anywhere. All right. New game. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I researched the outburst of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself and then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johann Vonderberg. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Do you play a lot of D&D? How often do you play? Is this my character? Because if so, it seems like he has a few problems. Both being stuck with a giant rock being about a year? No, that's not often enough. When I was in school... Oh, my mouse sensitivity is off the charts. Alright, so let's do a few things here. Let's do audio, video... No. Okay, gameplay? Subtitles on. Alright. And then controls. Let's crank down. Camera sensitivity, like there. Still pretty. Still incredibly sensitive. Holy crap. How down here? And that's too much. As you can tell, I have not played this before. This is as blind as can be. There we go. Okay. All right, so I guess we're starting. I don't know what to expect here. I don't know what we're doing. Okay, E is not interact. F? That's flashlight. Click. Gunpowder coil spring shell casings. Fastest gun in the list. Should I pick this up? Sweet Jesus. Aim, fire weapon, use gadget, interact, move character, climb, walk, run, melee attack, reload, flashlight, mind's eye, casebook, pin selected evidence on screen, map, items, interact, hold. No. Okay. Maybe I can't take the gun. Alright, take the folding camera. Alright, I read this before we started. Yes, when I was in school, I had a weekly D&D. Well, it was a weekly role-playing group, and that was a lot of fun. That ended up being a little too much for the Dungeon Master, though, because they had to think of something new every week. But that was a lot of fun. And then I haven't played since, so I haven't played in years and years.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
This really throws you in. Doesn't even give you the controls or anything. I mean, yes, this is a gun. I feel like I should be able
I
to...
never have to use it. But something tells me I will.
There we go. Key evidence collected. My frame rate is not great right now. Not terrible, but it's not great.
Now get out!
Very good. Press space to climb.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners?
dig his suit,
Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Nice suit.
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
What's the deal with this city?
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety package ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
The flood?
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
About my...
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Where is Robert Throgmorton?
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Alright, what's he like?
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature, scion of a robust bloodline, a philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
I thought... I need somewhere to stay.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What do you do here?
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy
Hey, Valor.
these
Yeah,
days?
right?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
He definitely dresses like one. How do I get to Devil's Reef?
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
What else did you mark on the
Other
map?
places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper. Places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
See ya.
Oh, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
All right. Here we go. Press M to activate your map. Press T for more information. Holy hell. So, when I started, I set the difficulty to hard, and I set the investigation portion to detective. So it's like the middle one. Master Sleuth seemed too difficult. Like Master Sleuth wouldn't tell me if I collected all the evidence, stuff like that, and I'm not about that life. I am not a Master Sleuth. Let's see the map. Oh, this is much bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought the size of the city was going to be closer to something like a Vampire Masquerade, not bigger than that. All right, cool. I don't know what to expect here. I don't know how crazy the investigation gets. I'm excited. Do I save manually? I do. Save.
We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
Okay. Welcome to Oakmont. You guys should play through V and oh yeah. I wanted to actually. I was going to when we first started, like within our first month. No, I had it downloaded. I was going to do it. I was swapping between. For like my very first solo stream, I decided to do a little bit of System Shock 2. And then I was nervous and I didn't really know what to talk about. And so what I ended up doing was I was like, all right, next time what I'll do is I'll do Vampire the Masquerade. I'll do that because that's one of my favorite games of all time. And then I just never did it. But that's definitely one that I would like to go to. In fact, what we might do, I'm not sure what the fuck is this thing. Oh, God. I'm like, what is this little grub thing? I'm standing next to a half-eaten shark. All right, here's my gun. Okay. Let's reload. Seems, am I just carrying a brick around with me? But what I'll do is probably play through it as we get closer to the release of Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2. I still have it installed. Bloodlines 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. I never played the first one. Vampire the Masquerade Redemption.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
I'm not smart enough for that reference. I hope someone finds this. My name is Albert Throgmorton, and this is my will. I want to warn you, don't go to the depths below Oakmont. We should have never done that. Everything should have remained in that cave. Professor, I fear what will become of me. It's singing in my brain, dancing on my eyelids every time I close my eyes. The cycle goes on and on and on and on and on and on. In the end, it comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father. He's here.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
The voice actor sounds familiar.
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
I look malnourished.
A portal has opened to another world.
That's closed again. What's up, Ops?
Why, hello there, everyone. Do.
Oh, I have Stream Raiders up. Should I start Stream Raiders, or is it still super bugged? Okay, that's not good.
No, that's me. It's fine.
Okay.
That's why I did the do. Because
I don't
that's what
care
happens when I
about
turn
your
on my
mighty
stream deck.
excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
This dude looks weird.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested.
You can, yeah, sure.
Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
Is that a monkey?
He certainly looks like it. Your features are unusual.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage.
Sure.
Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins.
Didn't want to be
My father
rude.
united with a certain royal family.
Me,
which
I
has
don't
blessed
worry
all
about
our
those things.
offspring with these
That dude looks like a monkey.
exquisite features.
Also, I just realized that's coming from monkey.
Sure. What happened to your son?
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers, mark my words.
Who are the Innsmouthers?
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
What do you know about the visions?
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
I don't look good.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
I can try to find him.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
I have a gun.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Farah,
You could lose a banana.
you have a point, newcomer.
Is that a bad thing?
Yes.
Oh,
That's
my-
super racist.
My bad. Forgive me, y'all.
Vera?
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you.
It's a trap!
Hey, is this Earth all along?
I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything.
Kind of a dick,
After
man.
leaving on the expedition,
'Cause he's missing his
Albert
banana.
was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
I suspect a man named Mario.
Luigi.
Luigi.
Where's the fisherman's house?
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. Was standing right in front
Why are
of it.
you a dick about every question I ask, man?
Well, I thought you were a private eye.
I'm a private eye. Gotta ask questions. You make a wander around. You know what, monkey man? Let's just keep talking, okay?
Oh.
Where's the lifeboat?
Oh, it's taking 5 minutes.
Don't infect the room with terraforming madness.
Oh, god damn it. It's been 5 minutes and I'm already pissed off. Stupid terraform Animal Crossing BS.
Anyway, where's the lifeboat? Which I already actually found.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still
You
around?
knew
Yes.
what I was going through right
Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton,
Valor says
it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
New Mind Palace clue. New Mind Palace clue. Evidence.
So how is this going so far?
It's so far it's just been me talking to people.
Okay, fair enough.
Evidence contains crucial information about what to do and where to go next. To get evidence, interact with objects and people, combine clues in your mind palace, and take photos.
Your mind palace?
Yes, that is what I said.
Fair enough.
A white frame in the camera viewfinder indicates if you're aiming correctly. Read evidence closely to identify important locations, then pin it on the map to plan your route. Pin evidence on the HUD to keep track of your current goal. Press X to toggle on off, and X plus middle mouse to switch pinned evidence. You can also place evidence on the map and HUD from the casebook screen. What?
I found your son's will.
Mr. Throgmorton, I found this in the lifeboat. Looks like it's your son's will.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition.
Yeah, you're the one who got him into it, man.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
I was just seeing if your dialogue had finished. That's it. Confirm, save, gun. Don't you ever talk to me like that again. They don't seem to care that I'm aiming a gun at his head, so he's got some real brass balls on him. So
You're not the first person who he's talked to like that before.
Valor had I think this guy.
I love that.
I'm about to go ape on you, man.
Do you have a Tommy gun? No, it's a shotgun. Hello, sir. So I wore this hat because I knew the time period of the whole situation was gonna kind of match up a little bit.
I've said everything I know.
I have not talked to you.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Don't do anything stupid like shoot you in the. Oh, that's my camera. Never mind. All right. All right. So let's see what we got here. So casebook. The casebook contains your main case, which reflects your overall story progress. You can work on more than one side case at the same time. Cases contain information about investigations in the form of evidence. Some pieces of evidence have icons that hint at what action to perform. Dialogue, use item, take a photo, search archive, search location. Evidence. Right, mind's eye. So this is all just... Okay.
God damn it.
So to... items is tab. Casebook is C. Q is mind's eye. Ooh, look at this shit. Frosty welcome. Oh, a key to the room at the Devil's Reef Hotel. You want me to find Albert? All right, pin evidence. And pin evidence. Oh, I can only do one at a time. Lore. Yes, we already read. So mine. Oh my god, this is confusing. I'm confused. Throgmorton Innsmouther feud. The Throgmortons and the Innsmouthers are in an ongoing feud, and Albert returned unstable. Albert Throgmorton behaved strangely after returning from the sea. He was mad, violent, and spoke gibberish. R. Deductions. Combine clues to make deductions. This is more mentally taxing than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a nice little story romp. You know, you run through, you get told a story, have some fun along the way.
Something with this helmet gives me chills.
Oh, shit.
What's wrong with it?
Looking at that helmet apparently lowers my blue bar, which I can only assume is sanity.
That's weird.
With the way that my camera gets all
Jacked?
amnesia-y. Yes, Jack.
Jacked is the appropriate term. It's the official term. Such as, this game is making me totally realistically jacked.
Can I freaking parkour my way over?
I don't think that was an accurate use of the word, but it felt necessary because I'm actually feeling the thing right now. Because of this stupid, terrible BS.
Alright, well, I guess let's look in his house, because he said we were standing right in front of his house, so let's go into Albert's house. Well, we knew that Albert was a little bit messy.
When did that become a crime, huh? To be a little messy.
I mean, he literally has rotting tentacles on his ground. So.
That's fine.
And apparently, whatever this is.
Nah, that's fine.
Upstairs.
I wouldn't worry about that at all.
Hey, sir.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Hey, let's go fuck yourself.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Mind's eye is Q. Alright, let me actually... Or Mind Palace is Q. See if there's anything that pops. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for with the Mind Palace. Nothing's popping. Let's run up here.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Alright, I don't know why...
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Alright, someone tried to flee. Oh, the crack in the boxes. So they were either thrown or they jumped out of this... Well, judging by the hole in the wall, I'm assuming they were thrown out of the window.
Valor gets it.
Well, that makes one of us.
Can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
Who are you?
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was add or starve.
Okay, well, tell me what happened.
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay. My head began to burst, and he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me,
That sounds familiar.
Why would a voice call you, Who are the
It's his
other?
initials.
Who is K?
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsider, show some respect. K is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I asked the question. I don't understand. Is it disrespectful if I was from a different culture and I was like, who's God? Is that disrespectful?
If you have to ask that question, yes.
It's super rude.
It's straight up a quote from Community.
What is Community?
What?
Where are the others?
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. K be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Exactly. I won't know unless I ask. Gotta keep asking.
Do you
Even
know
though
how
everyone's
Paul
friggin'
died?
rude.
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. K, have mercy on his soul.
I've got to go.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, K, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
New Mind Palace clue. Oh. Mind's Eye is Q, Mind Palace. One fisherman is missing, sudden psychotic outbreak. Albert returned unstable, Throgmorton Innsmouther feud. Deductions. Combine clues to make deductions. Alfred returned unstable, sudden psychotic outbreak. Albert Throgmorton spread some sort of psychic influence which made everyone nearby suffer hysteria. One fisherman is missing. Albert returned unstable? No. Okay, so that was a deduction. So, okay. Alright. Mama always said there's a difference between stupidity and ignorance. I don't know why I said it like that, but you're right. You're absolutely right. If you don't ask, you won't know. Okay, real quick, before we do any more, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... do
Stream Raiders?
this. Is this gonna work? Or is this gonna break?
Boom. Stream Raiders.
That would have been it was black for too long. All right, Stream Raiders real quick. So, you know the story. We're going to fight ourselves some aliens here. Fight our way through the airlock and into the space station's core. So we're going to start that battle. I just want to make sure we have this rolling.
Rolling.
Hopefully it's
Get
not still
them
broken.
Raiders rolling.
drop our tank down here.
Right.
All right, there we go.
Whoa.
Head back to me. Oh man, we got to add a transition delay.
How much of a delay?
Well, because you see the screen change before the transition happens.
Okay.
All right, back to it. All right, so you're pretty effed up. All right, so there's a number.
Choo-choo.
What?
Choo-choo.
Oh. You were referencing the train on the cabinet, I see. Whoa. I'm just taking pictures of stuff. I don't know what. Oh god, looking at him makes my sanity go down.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. Alright, alright. Oh, is that real? Is that a real thing? Are these real? Should I shoot these things? I don't... The frick? Hey, Ernie, what's going on?
What up, Ernie?
That is one bruised banana. I don't want to look at him.
You have to.
What am I hitting people with? What is this? Is this a shovel?
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
It's a weird thing to say.
5 cards short of a full house.
We're hanging in there. We had an interesting week. We're hanging in there.
We're hanging in there. Decided to do instead of for I was looking for horror games to play. 1 second. Let me just. Sorry, I keep pausing. I just need to. Can I make this any bigger? No. All right. Never mind. Is that a fish hanging from the ceiling? I mean, so yes, that is fish hanging from the ceiling. Yes. And I do not want to look at that corpse because that corpse makes me go insane. Ooh.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Yeah, we had an interesting week, so we decided, so I'm going to play a horror game, and then I was jumping around. I was going to do Pathologic. I was going to check out Receiver 2, which is not really a horror game.
It's kind of a thriller.
It's a thriller. It makes you anxious. But then I settled on The Sinking City because I've always wanted to play it, and I wasn't sure what type of game it was. And it's an interesting game. I'm interested so far. Oh, is that a fish dude?
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Yes, it is.
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
Never heard of it. It's so it's The Sinking City. It is on. Ooh, there we go. Mind's Eye. You know what? Let me read the tutorial on it. Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye allows you to see the unseen. Use Mind's Eye whenever you see distortion in the corners of the screen and hear a ringing sound. It may reveal images of the past, illusions, omens, or tracks that are otherwise invisible. Images of the past have an activation zone. Hold to see the full picture. Like that. I hear a ring. I don't understand. Is this draining my sanity? Oh, I see. I see the... So it's a pocket watch. Use this. I see. Retrocognition. Retrocognition allows you to understand events that happened in the past. Inspect enough evidence on the scene and a vision will emerge. Step into it and find all the critical scenes. Mark the scenes in chronological order to gain new evidence. Oh. So...
What's happening?
Okay.
Take this, ape face.
Oh, they hit him with a barrel.
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Okay, so I'm assuming that this happened first. That happened first.
What's happening?
Then this happened second.
Take this, ape face.
And this happened third.
Yeah, run!
Is this correct?
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
What the? Mind Palace. Okay, Albert fled when wounded. Albert returned unstable. Albert attacked the fisherman. One fisherman is missing. Lewis shot without warning. Okay. So Ernie, yeah, so this is Cthulhu, the old one's Eldritch. This is that's what this it's about. Like it's like an H.P. Lovecraft kind of theme. Yeah, I don't. So it seems like they're actually hurting me. Like when they hit me, they do actually hurt. Okay. Okay, so Albert returned unstable. Albert attacked the fisherman. Albert Throgmorton attacked the fishermen at their house as soon as he regained consciousness. One fisherman was missing. There were 3 fishermen, but in the house when Albert woke up, and now I've only found 2. Lewis shot without warning. When Albert Throgmorton became aggressive, Lewis and Innsmouther fishermen immediately started shooting at him. Albert attacked the fishermen. Albert Throgmorton was dangerous and posed a threat to Lewis Flynn and his fellow fishermen. Albert fled when wounded. Let me see here. A fisherman brought unconscious Albert Throgmorton to his house and left. When Albert woke up, he caused an outburst of hysteria and attacked the rest of the fishermen. One of the fishermen shot him, and Albert fled through a hole in the wall.
As you do.
Throgmorton Innsmouther feud and Lewis shot without warning. Anti-Throgmorton sentiment. As an Innsmouther, Lewis and his people suffered at the hands of the Throgmortons. That could be a reason to hate them. Oh my god, there's still more? So I guess it's only one. Albert fled when wounded. One fisherman was missing. I can track down Albert. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fight in the house. I can track them using my supernatural sense. Sure.
As you do.
Follow the omens. What the fuck? Mind's eye can reveal omens that guide your way. Follow them to find new evidence.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
That's a good drop. Are we gonna drop down here then?
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Alright, we'll drop down then. Well, this is eating through my sanity. You'll be okay, man. Just use your superpowers.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Alright, so more over here. Ooh.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Okay. Oh, here's the mark again. Warehouse. There's something over here. Alright, hold on. There's alcohol. Nice. We'll make sure.
There's something in the pocket.
Bloodstained note. Lewis, please just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. Bad pun if you knew your town was going to get flooded.
Ew.
I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping around port. But don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything with double interest. Peter.
That's suspicious.
I mean, there's a real high bar for suspicious in this world.
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Right. This reminds me of a little bit of like L.A. Noire.
I could see that.
Gunpowder. Okay. Can't steal the money. No. Let's go down here. Padlocks. Padlocks and weak planks can be broken with a shot or melee attack. Why would I shoot them?
Hedberg. He said it just like Mitch Hedberg.
What?
What? Totally did.
What?
What?
Oh, what the fuck? Nah, dog. Not about that life. No, I'm not gonna shoot it. I can melee it. I don't want to waste bullets. Alright, got a weird vagina monster.
Oh, great.
What? Okay. Oh, hello. Is that Lewis? No, that's Albert.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
All evidence collected. Let's see. Alright, track down Albert. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fight in the house. Yep. Torn piece of jacket. I found the body of Albert Throgmorton in the basement of the warehouse not far from the fisherman's house. He was fatally shot in the head, impaled on hooks, and then hidden.
What a dead giveaway.
Yeah! Bow down now. Okay. I feel like a lot of these match. I mean, bar owner is indebted to Lewis. Albert fled when wounded. Lewis left the crime scene. Lewis pursued. So, I mean, Albert fled when wounded and Lewis pursued, right? Yeah, Lewis may have wanted Albert dead. Lewis may have wanted to kill Albert outright because he was a Throgmorton rather than just drive him off. Lewis left the site of the murder and Albert was murdered. I feel like that's reasonable. No. No, none of those. Those don't fit together. Lewis left the crime scene and the bar owner is indebted to Lewis? Oh, Lewis may be at the bar. Lewis, the Innsmouther that killed Albert Throgmorton, may be hiding at the bar in Oakmont Port. It's like Clue with visuals. Okay. All right, we can check out the bar.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Okay, so there's no supernatural crap in here. That looks fairly supernatural to me. It's draining my sanity when I'm looking at it, so stop looking at it. Okay. I'm taking pictures just because it seems like a good thing to do as a detective. To take pictures of dead bodies. Alright, so we'll go to the bar. Let me save real quick. So let's go up here first. Nope, can't go up there. Okay. I mean, we can talk to Robert again. I don't know if he's going to be super happy with his news that his son is dead. Well, let's go talk to him. I've seen some strange creatures around.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures. And they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Actually, I
Try
think
to
to death
avoid
with a
them
shovel.
when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Your son was murdered.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but He was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
I've done my part. I'm sorry for the loss.
My condolences, Mr. Throckmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilt for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
Now, should I throw Lewis under the bus yet? He's seemingly rich in poverty, has gloves on, and his son was murdered. He's rude, which adds to it, and with that happening, it'd be enough to break this guy's mind. Yeah. I can't be sure yet.
I don't know exactly. I have some suspects, but I need to investigate further.
What kind of private eye are you?
A thorough one.
What?
When I find him, I'll tell you.
Fine. No one leaves the port until then. Find me that dirtbag and I'll help you with anything you need.
I need to investigate further. What kind of private eye are you? What? Yeah, I'm a super private eye that also has weird visions that can get me killed. But don't worry about that part. Just the cool part. He may be hiding in the bar at Oakmont Port. Pin evidence. Alright, let's see here. The bar at Oakmont Port. Is that this thing? I've heard that. I've definitely heard that. Oh, this is Grimhaven Bay. Wait, where's Oakmont Port? Cover side? Or is this just, this is Oakmont Port, this little part, I guess? They're not effing around, are they? So I put the combat difficulty on, or the gameplay difficulty on hard, and I put the investigation difficulty on detective, so it doesn't tell me, it's a one level higher than the default, so it doesn't tell me things certain. Wow, that's an invisible wall and a half.
It doesn't tell you when the walls aren't even there.
Yeah. So it doesn't tell me a lot of stuff that it might tell people who are playing on the lower investigation. However, I did not do the max one. So just FYI, in case you played it and you're like, what? Why is it not telling you stuff? Am I dumb? Like, is that the bar? Lewis may be hiding at the bar in Oakmont Port. Fine. Under the keel bar. Maybe this big sign will point me there. And then this even bigger sign that says bar under the keel. You're right. I am one hell of a private eye. Cool. Who's this guy?
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Got a photographer.
Okay. Under the keel.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Don't do that again.
You look suspicious.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I've seen some unsettling creatures around.
I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here.
I mean,
remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
What the hell's that supposed to mean? Again, I beat it to death with a shovel. I think that's pretty good. I need to find Lewis Flynn.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
You want him gone, I can help.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Throck. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day.
Goodbye.
Bye.
So I'm just gonna come back here real quick. No big deal. That looks suspicious. Use those superpowers. Anything? Yes. Gunpowder and coil springs. That's what I needed. What was I gonna say? Oh, can I have this? Can I have this rifle, please? No. No? All right. That's fine. You can keep it.
What the? Get the. Oh.
What? What?
What the? Get the. Oh. I like how they're Innsmouthers from, what is it, Shadow over Innsmouth?
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
You killed Albert. Why?
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
Should I be super rude? Why do you look like that?
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Want to spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea.
Yep.
You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
Whatever you tell yourself, man.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
Why do your people hate the Throgmortons?
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
So
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
What's a grand family?
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. A newcomer with a gun.
Exactly.
Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
Yep. Yep, he does. Your actions look deliberate.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
Well, I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I've heard enough.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
I'll think about it.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
No.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Now, don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna, I mean, like, I know it's gonna get him killed, but... Oh, right. That went to your, I need you to... All right, everybody, are you ready for the battle? Here we go! I don't know why I yelled that. That was an extended fight. Most kills. Hey, Ernie, 89.
Woo,
Most
woo, woo, woo.
assists. Hey, Ernie, 89. Wow.
Wow.
And we were second.
Wow.
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 Wait, that wasn't good. One viewer gets Barbarian. And that viewer is Drum Monkey G. Back to map. All right. And looks like we are going to do... Doesn't really matter, although this is a 4 and that's a mystery. We'll go down this way. Break into a secret lab and put a halt to the Mastermind's experiments. Let's do it. Let's kick it.
Lock and load.
Lock and load. Let's do Bronze Magma Tank again, since it's like... Since it seems to be strong against mostly ones. All right. Well, let's take back over to me. which is this button.
Hey, it worked.
All right.
When it works.
Let's continue. Let's see what's going on. So can I just shoot this dude in the head? I'm curious. Okay, Albert was murdered and Lewis was affected by hysteria. Yep. Lewis was aware of what he was doing. Oh, I have to pick. Lewis was aware of what he was doing during the fight with Albert Throgmorton. Lewis was mentally affected and couldn't entirely control his actions. Hey, Kane. How you doing?
What up, Kane?
Lewis was aware of what he was doing during the fight. He said he wasn't aware.
Or was he lying?
I mean, Lewis was mentally affected, right? Albert spread hysteria around him. Albert Throgmorton was dangerous. Lewis was mentally affected and couldn't entirely control his actions. Which brings us to Lewis was under mental influence. Lewis killed Albert Throgmorton while under some sort of mental influence. He couldn't control his actions and thus can't be blamed for Albert's death. I could try and cover for him, or else Robert Throgmorton will have his head. What does this mean? Oh, I can redo this. So if I go the other way. Lewis deliberately murdered Albert. Psychotic influence or not, Lewis was out to murder Albert Throgmorton. He had a motive too, the mutual hatred between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. I must tell Robert Throgmorton the truth and bring the murderer to justice. So, no. He was mentally affected because if he was out to just kill Albert, why would he bring him back, have him asleep, and then wait for him to wake up? Yeah, he was under mental influence. So...
Please, I told you the truth, I swear.
I should have taken the bullets. Fuck. I have 6 bullets. I need more bullets. I mean, I could keep beating things to death with my shovel, but I feel like that's not going to get me to the end of the game, am I right? Oh, man.
You want a drink?
No. Who the frick are you?
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
The Cthulhu mythos will stop at nothing to mentally mess with you. It's more about corruption to flavor the souls of those they take. Do tell.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
All right, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
A bullet? Alright.
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus.
Pretend I shot that one thing.
Will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars, circled by the dead. A race from one to the next. as time itself laughs.
That made no sense.
I think I'd like my bullet back.
It is what it is. The
like the
truth
guy.
will out soon. Me, I just caught an early glimpse.
Why do I feel like I got scammed?
I like the main character. I like the voice actor for the main character. All right. Well, let's bring this up. Casebook. Unpin. I mean, Throgmorton will kill him, and he did kill his son. I mean, that's fair, but oh, I feel bad about that. What did I just kill? I hope that wasn't a cat. What is that? Oh, the murderer is dead.
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things prowling the back alleys. They tore him apart. It was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Alas, this was my revenge to exact, not some wild beast's. Something must be done about those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure, but at least I know now the story. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
I don't.
Yes, you've earned it. Kay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress.
I have magic powers.
Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I'm investigating cases of insanity.
I'm looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness, all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed. Then our goals align. This inexplicable hysteria has spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Any link between visions and
Do
hysteria?
these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
Hey, Warlord!
Why, hello there, Warlord.
I'm seriously expecting a random barrel to take this guy out of nowhere. That's Robert Throgmorton. Please have some respect. He is ape-esque, ape-adjacent. Why a geological expedition?
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
You think the flood is unnatural?
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster.
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Any discoveries?
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was
Also, is
part
the
of it.
dialogue volume high enough?
His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
The murder and the expedition are linked?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert The only one I could trust comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
Let's talk payment.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Yeah, but like in the rest of the United States, they're still fine, so whatever. Tell me about the expedition.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
Good lord. I got a ton of stuff. Alright, so I got a revolver. Wait, I have bullets. I have 2 different guns. Why do I have 2 different guns? Don't save again. Inventory. A trusty craft? Oh. I can just make bullets there. That's neat. Okay. Alright, so my next case is Lost at Sea. Go to the expedition's headquarters. It is in northern Coverside at the crossroad of Asher Road and Hubert Avenue. I also got a knowledge point. One knowledge point. Set traps twice as quickly. Keep an extra bullet loaded, gaining a chance to deal double damage with the pistol. Chance 10%. That doesn't seem. Vigor. Carry 7 more pistol rounds. When close to death, slowly regenerate a limited amount of health for 1 last fighting chance. And Mind. Carry up to 25 pieces of any crafting material, earn more experience, and stay sane for slightly longer. Well, the smart thing would be to earn more experience. Like, my first point should be earning more experience, because then that'll benefit me for the rest of the game. And obviously, more sanity. So that's what I'm going to get. Strengthen my mind. And keep saving. Okay, cool. I'll shoot all of you! Okay. Fine, don't worry about me. Let's see. So there's the bar. So I need to go to the expedition's headquarters, which is... Is there a friggin' Throgmorton Manor? Oh, I see. Oakmont Police Department, Hospital St. Mary, Asylum, Oakmont Library, City Hall. Yeah, I mean, it is. So, Warlord, how you doing? Have you gone back to work? And if so...
How has work been, Warlord?
Yes.
Are the kindergartners accepting social distancing? As we all know, they're super good at doing.
Devil's Reef. Yeah, go to Devil's Reef. There we go.
I've said everything I know.
You didn't tell me anything! Okay. Can I rebind my controls real quick?
Ouch.
Please. Controls. Yes. Melee attack. Make this thumb mouse button, please. And make interact be E instead of left click?
That's weird.
What?
Why are you making it E?
I mean, alright, make it left click.
God.
Like E is pretty normal, I think.
Left click is too.
Whatever, man.
Whatever, man.
I'm gonna accidentally shoot somebody.
I've said everything I know.
Aggressive from all of that horrible terraforming I was putting myself through. Animal Crossing should feel bad.
It does.
I don't think it does.
Warlord, how do you feel about terraforming?
Have you gotten the terraforming? I thought you were starting to get a little with it.
I would like loot, specifically bullets. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Bullets don't spawn on trees.
I've got crimes to solve and bed to sleep.
Cutscene. This is good.
Sure, it's fine. Wow.
This cutscene is about 100 times louder than the rest of the game. Robert Throgmorton funded an expedition to discover the origin of the mass hysteria gripping Oakmont. The expedition was to explore the seabed near Oakmont. Contact with the expedition was soon lost. Albert Throgmorton was the only known survivor. He was subsequently murdered. I was hired to find any other expedition members dead or alive. Throgmorton will be waiting for my report in his manor in southern Old Grove.
7-1, huh? That's not bad. I'm glad that you've been able to get back into working. How are the
Crew of
little
the
cities
Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
Can I, nothing?
Crew of the Cyclops.
Yeah.
Semper Fortis, brothers.
My diary part 1. I don't know exactly what sank the USS Cyclops. Only remember the screams and the metal creaking, water filling the deck, and my headache, the worst I've ever had. I found myself among this floating seaweed, drowning. A nearby piece of a boat helped me survive and reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half-mad, and babbling about the ancient ruins and their denizens. The officials said none of what I thought I'd seen was real. But my memories are true. My strange powers gained after that ordeal prove it. I found something horrible on that island, something old and dark and slithering, and it still haunts me. You okay?
Oh yeah, I'm sure that must have been tough. Poor kiddos.
Never again, they say.
They'll get back into the routine, and then they'll be fine.
All that we see or seem is just a dream within a dream. Charles W. Reed, 3/21/17, 10/9/94.
Never again, they say. (10/9/94). Laudanum!
Tincture of opium soothes all ailments. Add to any spirits or tonic. God, I imagine people back in like the 1920s were just adding laudanum to like friggin' booze and just going like they were tripping balls 100% of the time.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
Maybe that's why things are always better in the olden days.
Yep. Oh, cool. I can change my thing. So I've got newcomer, unburdened newcomer, windcoat. Oh, that's dope. Vacationist. Ooh, that's nice too.
Ha! It's a little Don Drapery. Don Drapery after a handle of scotch.
Let's do unburdened. Well, hold on. Let's see. Does this the backpack? I mean, I understand. I'm not supposed to do that. I mean, you can do what you want. The backpack, I understand. Like, it makes sense from a lore standpoint and from like a, you know, I gotta carry my shit standpoint. But it makes me look like a dork. So
It does make you look like a dork.
now I look cool as hell. Look at that. Well,
I like the Don Draper look.
it's my face, I think, is the problem. Is that picture mine? Is this picture mine? Ooh. Mr. Reed, you are the rare example of a man who treated one of my kind humanly, and I feel I have to repay the debt to you. Take this as a friendly piece of advice. Run, save your life, and leave this Drock City to the depths. Don't dig into its secrets, for they are not worth it. There's nothing good left here. I believe you can find a way to escape. Please heed my words, Lewis Flynn. This game, I mean, I don't know what other people think about this game. It wasn't super critically rated, but it oozes atmosphere. I forgot the word. So this guy just came to your room while you slept? Yeah, right? Mr. Reed, it seems that you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for you every time. Johannes. Shaving in this mirror would be very difficult. Place your tropes. Place your tropes. We've got 5 minutes, or 6 minutes and 45 seconds. Can I just break into other people's rooms? Yes. Loot. Give me shell casings. Perfect. Charles W. Reed, private detective. What? But this is a hotel. Do they put, is that customary for the time to put your name and your occupation next to your room in a hotel room?
Makes this place feel more like home.
Oh, maybe he put it there on purpose.
Yeah, oh, he's from Boston. He's from Boston. Oh, what is this room? I boarded up the windows and locked the door. They are just men, the Yellow Kings gang. They can't get me here now. Now there's only me and these nightmares. A little longer and I'll figure them out. Ooh, guns. Gun bullets. Good lord, there's so much shit. Mr. Archer, I've seen you dragging things into your room. Mind the floors. I'll make you pay for any scratches you leave. Your landlord. I have seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Have you, Hops?
The door won't
I have.
budge.
It's been a long time.
And when I killed him, I sounded just like this. Spoilers. Yeah, but this is a hotel room. I mean, who brings their placard with them to a hotel room? I mean, maybe it's different. I can loot that briefcase. I'm just breaking into people's rooms, man. Also, this is the shittiest hotel. Too many coincidences. So the lighthouse is out. Several ships have gotten lost at sea, and some are now decorating the city's beaches. That's one thing. But now there's an enterprising fellow at the city port hiring salvagers to recover ships. He's turning a tidy profit from selling them. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look into it. Now, if only this city wasn't so impossible to navigate. Can I break into anyone else's room? No? Alright, I guess I didn't really try, did I? No. No? Yes. What the frick? Okay, I guess that's it. Let me load this just in case something pops off here. There you go.
Finally, you're awake.
Jesus Christ.
Gotta tell you though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
What noise?
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Man, you're starting some stuff, Warlord. I didn't do anything.
Got any proof it was me? It could have been one of my neighbors. I slept like a rock. I didn't hear a thing.
That's exactly what a newcomer would say. Your neighbors are respectable people and would never do such a thing. Don't think your yellow-clad patron means you get away with everything.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out.
I can. I just stole
Only
two of
thing
them.
they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine. Take what you wish.
That makes me so upset. Oh my god, you gave me so many things. God.
Minute and a half to place your units, y'all.
You gave me like 10 documents, man. Okay. Let's see. Letters from Oakmont. Jesus. Today I fell asleep on the street. I'm sure it connected to my vision somehow because I felt the same nausea and headache as before they strike. It happened in Coverside near the corner of Tanner Street and Old Church Road. I felt dizzy and my mouth was full of a bittersweet taste. I saw a woman with kind eyes giving me a drink and whispering something. Immediately after I fell asleep and spent nearly half the day lying in the dirt like a hobo. It's a miracle no one stole anything from me. The local Innsmouthers scare me a lot. I've never seen a place with so many ill people. Their faces pursue me even in visions. Recently, I was in the northern part of Grimhaven Bay walking down Whisper Street. I barely made it to Hubert Avenue when the visions came. I stood among the Innsmouthers disguised as one of them and listened. Their leader read the story of a captain participating in pagan rites, copulating with savage witches and beasts, bringing sacrifices. I still remember his name, Obed. I'm afraid of the bathroom and kitchen sink. Each time I want to wash my hands, I tremble in fear. What if they'll talk to me? This began after a vision in Western Reed Heights near the crossing of Ibon, Ward, and Baker Streets. I saw a man naked, covered in blood, in a room without doors or windows, surrounded by the dark holes of the pipes. He was cutting himself piece by piece, feeding those copper mouths. They were whispering with voices so sweet and promising, but full of hunger and hatred. How could he believe them? Could he even escape? And had they noticed me? Okay.
Stream Raiders?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Stream
Raiders.
Rigelta's back in the lead with 23 kills, just how it should be. 24 kills, sorry. All right. And the winner gets one healer scroll, and that winner is going to be, hey, Ernie, 89.
Woo!
Hey, Ernie, 89. All right, let's do Four Skull.
Oh, shit.
And we've got Healing Eye here. So what's good against the Healing Eye? Flying Rogue. Will this get killed too quickly? Probably. Where's the... What am I doing? I forgot how to play the game for a sec.
Ready to battle is. Want me to switch back over?
Yes, please. Can you do a Yoda impression?
No.
It's like a dying Murloc.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, so all of these notes have places in them. I mean, I know I don't want to read through all 11 notes because that seems a little excessive. So what we'll do is we will visit one of these places. Which, good news, we're like right next to it. Oh, wait a minute. Are we losing streets by the day because of the flood? That's cool.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Whatever. My dear Victor, how is Oakmont treating you? Should you require any support, the Blackwoods would be happy to help you. I have arranged for that. Regarding your question, I don't know where Robert went, sadly, only that he did not stay in Innsmouth. Perhaps there is hope he didn't perish in that cursed raid. Take good care of the hotel, please. Plenty of our relatives were interested in the property, but you're still my favorite nephew. I know the Devil's Reef is in good hands. I'm just going to climb over the bar here real quick. Walter! Kay help you if I hear you peddling your cheap, affordable living again. I could live with you renting out beast-ridden flop houses, but you're cutting into my profit. Don't make that mistake. I know you're on the fish market, and I have dangerous people living here that I can send after you. You've been warned. Vic. Darren, I think I'm finally starting to figure this out. Locals use signs to mark special places that you know already. Kind of like the secret signs hobos use all over the country. What I learned is that the tradition dates back to times well before the flood. I've been able to find out the meaning of some of them. You've seen the crooked H sign shaped on doors around town. That means the house is inhabited. The crosshatch grid sign marks hidden caches of useful items. The V-shaped sign is for barricaded, dangerous places. Good catch there, they say. Still haven't figured out the spiral-shaped sign, though. You'll have to investigate yourself. And if you see a sign with a cross and 3 Ks, reach for the gun. K. I mean, that's... Yeah, that's good advice. Give me your shit. It's inhabited. Alright, cool. Alright, here we are. We're outside. Let's open this up and let's look at... So let's grab... Alright, Tanner Street and Old Church Road. Place on map. Where's Tanner? So here's Old Church Road. And Tanner Street. Tanner Street and Old Church Road. Tanner Street and Old Church Road. So it's right here. Right there, okay. It's a nice hat. I bring my gun out? How do I? I'd like to exit this boat, please. Oh God, he actually reacted. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Hard to get anywhere in this town. I thought I could just run up here, but apparently not, because apparently this is blocking my way. A very poorly textured floor. I want to investigate some of these places. Alright, can I loop around here? Yo, brother. You look bad. Howard Street, alright. Loggy Brewery's Verdidian Ale. Keep yourself afloat. I thought that was like I thought that said something else. So right now we're investigating this here, Lullaby Crossroad, Tanner Street and Old Church Road. Tanner Street and Old Church Road. I don't know if there's going to be anything in here. People are wearing real weird stuff, man. Infested area. This makes me nervous. Oh. No, you're friendly. I'm not nervous, you're nervous. Okay, can I go this way? I guess I can just crawl. Okay, then. Alright, so this is Alright, so this is the place that's described in... This is the place that's described in the journal. Let's see here. Happened in Coverside, near the corner of Tanner Street and Old Church Road. Happened in Coverside, near the corner of Tanner Street and Old Church Road. Coverside. Foot trap. Oh, there's a lot of good stuff here. I mean, I'm nervous. Yep. Oh, I made a huge mistake. Okay. I would like to heal myself, please. So I waste a bunch of bullets on those things. Am I not supposed to fight? Like... I feel like this might be a bad idea. Save. Yeah, it's a gloomy game. Oh my god. Did you die? No. Run! I mean, so far, this seems like a terrible idea. Look away. Look away from it. Don't look at it. Use my traps to trap them and then run past. I have one trap. Oh, this is a mistake. Just go. Just move. Just go. More loot. Bye. Oh shit. Oh god. Alright. Yep. Things are happening. Oh, this is not a place to go. Oh, shit. Hack the game! Okay, so was that this? What the hell? Near the corner of Tanner Street and Old Church Road. It happened in Coverside, near the corner of Tanner Street and Old Church Road. Maybe. So here's Tanner Street, and Old Church Road. I mean, that's why I'm not sure if I'm supposed to go in here. I can't do anything. It happened near the corner of Tanner Street. That's literally this. I mean, maybe it's just the infested area. Maybe that's what it wants me to do. Or maybe I should just continue on with the game. I would like items, please. No. I mean, okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Like, these are all different... Near the crossing of Fitz-O'Callahan Street in Salvation. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm assuming I'm supposed to investigate these areas. Shell casings can't carry any more gunpowder. Oh, well, shit. Yeah, let's. Oh yeah, let's go, man. That's craft. Gunpowder. Right. I have bullets out the wazoo now. There we go. I mean, I don't have them out the wazoo. It's better than... So am I being crazy? Like, it seems like I should be investigating those areas, right? It happened at Coverside. I felt dizzy between... Maybe, yeah, maybe they're just, maybe they're just... They indicate these infested areas, maybe. Maybe they indicate the infested areas. Which I guess would make sense. So instead of spinning our wheels here, let's follow up at Lost at Sea. So I need to go to the expedition's headquarters in Coverside at the crossroad of Asher Avenue and Hubert Avenue. Asher Avenue and Hubert Avenue. There's Asher. There's Asher. Okay, there's Asher Road. Sorry, Asher Road and Hubert, so it's right there. Let me do this. Casebook. Here, it's C. Remember C. Place on map. Asher and Hubert right there. Okay. I don't know how I'm supposed to fight any of those things. Hey, Jazz Club, come spoil your health. What? Okay. Don't mind if I do. Get out of my way.
He's mad. He's completely mad.
Oak Mountain Police Department. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to like have explosives and traps and stuff to deal with those. All right, so here we are.
He's mad.
I'm sorry, I'm not mad. Stop. Don't say I'm crazy. Okay. There we go. Expedition headquarters.
Guess I don't need the key.
Ringer there. Dangers of diving. Divers with the bends can suffer from numerous symptoms, including pain, impaired movement, nausea, vomiting, and disorientation. Acute symptoms can occur within 10 minutes of surfacing and include paralysis, numbness, blindness, deafness, dizziness, seizures, confusion, or words coming out all weird. The paralysis and numbness can involve several different parts of the body at the same time.
Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition?
I just want to see if there's anything else to loot. Gunpowder and alcohol, can't beat it. I wonder if by putting the difficulty on hard, I'm getting fewer resources. Or if it's just the enemies that it affects. God, I crouched down really low. The following must be delivered. Grimhaven Bay, Northern Fry, blah, blah. Power generator, phone, air pipes, canned foods, diving suits, air tanks, new mine possible. Excuse me, sir. Whoa! Dude, I just capped a guy. Should I shot him in the leg or something? Oh, man. Nothing? What the frick?
Drop the papers. Smash the rest.
Okay.
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
Alright, well, that definitely happened first. So they kicked in, they came in here. He investigated my bullet too closely. Yeah. Really had his eye on it.
I fatah me fe I regach I dagon.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Time to figure this out.
Alright. So they obviously kicked in the door first. And then...
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
And then they grabbed all the crap.
Grab the papers. Smash the rest.
And they were bringing it down. I mean, it seems pretty obvious that this is in front of order like this. And they burned it.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Several men broke into the expedition headquarters. What they didn't smash, they burned. The archives, even the newspapers.
Oh. Getting a little funky here. It's alright, man. Pull yourself together. Alright. The cargo from the expedition was taken to the Grimhaven Bay Pier. The expedition headquarters was vandalized by Innsmouthers. They have burned all the expedition archive, even the newspapers. The expedition archive is lost, but I still have clues to follow up on. They left the city on a freighter from Grimhaven Bay. There might be recent postings or ads about the freighter in the Oakmont Chronicle. So I should visit the newspaper. So nothing left in here? I didn't check upstairs yet. Man, it would suck if bullets were our main source of currency. I mean, then it'd be like shooting money. I mean, I guess it sort of is right now, but you know what I mean. It's like, I have $1. I could murder somebody, or I could go get, you know, a chocolate bar. And you're like, well, maybe it would cut down on crime. I don't know. So where are the other two Innsmouthers? If he was stuck in the basement, did the other two peace out?
Can't say I ever saw another shell like it.
How to protect. According to our data, the places with paranormal activity have a strong, previously unidentified influence on the human mind. We've prepared a list of solutions, including meditative practices and a supply of sedatives to prevent cases of madness among the expedition members. I highly recommend discarding all those charms, amulets, and religious symbols which are of no use, and applying those scientifically valid methods of protection instead. What? Yeah, it's like, man, I have a bullet to trade for some chips, and then you're like, wait a minute, I can use this bullet and get way more than chips. I thought that was a gun, it's a stapler. L. Sullivan and B. Morgan, local fishermen, report numerous large bubbles and an unbearable stench rising from the bottom of the sea. Bought a sample of a weird substance floating in the ocean from J. Harway. He claims he found it among numerous dead and strangely deformed fish. The fish were taken for analysis. Several locals mention a rock that rose from the seabed, making the fog shine in different colors. The witnesses felt sick and dizzy for 2 or 3 days after the incident. L.P. Stern got severe burns after chiseling off a part of the rock in his basement. Samples taken for analysis.
These samples glitter in a weird way. I wonder where they came from.
Is there anything special about them that other than that?
These samples glitter in a...
There we go.
Map of Cape Cod. It looks like there was something here, but it's been erased.
H. Doe, anthropologist. The Oakmont University Department of Anthropology welcomes the newest addition to its ranks, Professor Harriet Doe. Her brilliant discoveries about the origin of Inuit tribes have added a new page to the history book of humanity. Now, Professor Doe will embark on a new expedition to hopefully shed light on the source of the flood, and in doing so, shed light on what may yet to come. Is that it? You can hunt your own vegetables. Grab a carrot, pop a 22 round into it, boom, done. What?
What did you just say?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Ooh, almost missed this.
Someone smashed it beyond repair.
I feel like I'm missing something. Oh my god, really?
Oh snap.
Already? Okay.
Already.
Alright. Save. Let's do it.
Okay. Boom.
And it begins. Yes, fly slowly, Hops and Barley.
Everything's fine.
Oh my god.
See, it's fine. There you go. It's all good. Don't panic.
Don't panic. Bomber goes, 2 bomber scrolls go to. Hey, Ernie 89. You're on a roll. And the next up is us collecting our Captain Awards.
Sweet.
We're in tier 12.
This is gonna kill me.
Are you gonna lose your mind?
I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind.
And we start on the boss. Put a stop to the mastermind once and for all. And I'm going to do a balloon buster right up here. Why can't I scroll up?
Don't panic. Calmly flee in rows with a mindful distance. 6 feet, everyone. 6 feet.
All right. I swear to God, I definitely missed something here. Okay, maybe I did. All right. All right, well, let's go to the casebook. So let's see what we got. Partially burned cargo manifest. The pillaged headquarters. Several men with Innsmouth syndrome broke into the... Yeah, they burned most of the expedition archives. There might be recent postings or ads about the freighter on the Oakmont Chronicle. So the Oakmont Chronicle... Tell me that's the Oakmont... No, that's Thornforge Manor.
You only have 2. Oh, God.
There it is, the Oakmont Chronicle. Compass mark. Let's go.
Oh, my God. Such a nightmare.
I really like the atmosphere of this game. I mean, the animations and stuff are kind of, maybe we'll say subpar. I wonder how this compares to the other Cthulhu game that came out at a similar time. It was a Call of Cthulhu, but not like the original Call of Cthulhu, obviously, but the new one. I was thinking about doing that. Or wait, were you thinking about doing that, Pops?
I think I was thinking about doing that.
Yeah. See, this leads us to Helltown, USA, if I go that way. What is with you people? Give me pizza! Whipped cream flowing like waterfalls! I forgot I can sneak. And I also forgot I have bricks, which I assume are there so I can distract things. But it's hard to tell because it does not give me the option to look at things. Sorry about checking my map all the time. Okay. The Oakmont Chronicle should be right here. How could I tell? Because I'm a detective.
The old papers are by the door. Take them and stop bothering me already.
Rude.
I think you've got me confused with someone else.
Aren't you a newcomer?
What's that got to do with it?
Help me out here. What's the connection between newcomers and old newspapers?
It's cold sleeping in the street, and they come to collect the old newspapers for warmth.
The hell? Why does everyone assume I'm homeless? Yeah, I got him recently.
Yeah, I guess I am a newcomer. Charles Reed, private investigator. And I also need your old newspapers, the archive, to be exact.
Ah, so you're the one who cracked the Albert Throgmorton murder case. Nice work. I'm Helen Bland. Say, can you do me a favor?
Helen Bland?
Give me an exclusive interview. You won't regret it. The Oakmont Chronicle is the best newspaper for miles around.
All right, I'll be sure to make some time for you, Miss Bland.
God, okay. Thanks, stop talking. You. For me. Just waiting for my joke so I can say, Miss Bland, what were you named after? Your personality? But it's late now. You know? Didn't stop talking. Got some time for your interview.
Do you still want that interview? I got some time now, if you're ready.
Oh, absolutely. We know that you're the private eye who solved the case, but tell our reader something more about yourself.
I'm an investigator from Boston.
I'm a private eye in Boston. The situation in the port was a good use of my skills.
Well, Detective Reed, I think you'll find our city has a lot of secrets, but people may not like you poking your nose in. Maybe we'll have the chance to work together later. Who knows? And now the big question. Why are you here? What brought you to Oakmont?
I'm tracking down missing people.
I've been investigating disappearances all around Massachusetts. The missing people all seem to have ended up here for some reason.
The mystery of the newcomers. And you want to know why they're here? Well, they aren't very forthcoming about it. And it doesn't help that most of them aren't thinking straight, to put it mildly. I think that's enough for now. I can't give the readers too much all at once. Thank you for your interview, Mr. Reed.
My pleasure. Maybe I'll do something interesting enough to make the papers again. You never know.
What's up, Derm?
Derm!
Most sane and normal-looking character in town. What's her secret, Maybelline?
See you later.
Maybe it's an elder god thing. Maybe it's Maybelline. Archives. You'll often need to look for useful information within the various city archives. Archives contain topical information. For example, City Hall holds general data about citizens and organizations, while info about specific categories of people like criminals or patients can be found in police or hospital records. In the casebook, evidence may have a hint icon indicating you need to do some archive research. In the archive interface, select the piece of evidence you wish to investigate, and then choose 3 criteria to search for relevant information. A search conducted with the correct evidence and criteria will result in new information being added to your casebook.
Hops is always here, even though she may not be visible.
Hops hasn't been here in 30 years. Newspaper archive. Okay, choose evidence. No. No. Yes. The expedition archive is lost, but I still have clues to follow up on. They left the city on a freighter from Grimhaven Bay. Okay. So, period of time. Yeah, she's actually playing. I'm just pretending to play.
Shh, we weren't supposed to tell.
No!
Oh, God!
Alright, I guess it's after the flood? It says recent postings, so after the flood. And people. Several men with Innsmouth syndrome broke into the expedition headquarters. Grimhaven Bay, no later than Friday. Grimhaven Bay District. This is... Warlord says...
Aww! That's so sweet!
Current events?
You think I'm over 18?
What?
What?
Front page? Articles? Advertisements? Yes! I did it. The 30-ton ship Titania is currently available for hire. You will find it fully equipped for transport as well as the aiding of underwater ventures and exploration for the price of 70 rifle bullets or the equivalent thereof per week. Those interested are urged to contact Captain Jeremiah Sanders for contracting details. He can be found at Pier 3 Oakmont Port, Grimhaven Bay. Okay. Alright, well. Casebook. Pin. Pier 3 Oakmont Port. Pier 3 Oakmont Port, Grimhaven Bay. Pier 3.
I don't know what to do in Animal Crossing anymore.
This is not... Delete, please. Pier 3.
Also, Barley, you might have been swindoodled, according to Warlord. Nah, he's fine. Everything's fine. Nah, it's all good.
I've definitely been swindled. Alright. So, I have a gun. Can I just aim my gun at everyone and be like, tell me what I want to know? I'm not worried, I'll keep your hats.
I didn't ask for this.
My name is Huntress. And I'm Batman. What?
What?
So I just want to make sure real quick. Settings, difficulty. I'm on detective and hard. Evidence in your casebook will have no hint icons leading you to work out what action to take next. What was the next one? Master Sleuth. You will receive no hints at what to do in your investigation, no prompts to visit the Mind Palace or casebook, and won't be notified when you've collected all key evidence.
Damn.
I'm tempted to go to Master Sleuth, but I want to be notified when I've collected all key evidence, though.
Don't all detectives want that?
Or I can do it in Newcomer, where it's just like, hey, this is how you solve it. I mean, you're not wrong, Derm, but I figure I can try it. No. Quit to main menu or load last save to apply difficulty settings? No. I refuse. Why? What? Why would I even have to do that? I'm fine on detective. I don't need to go to Master Sleuth. Because you know what? I am not a master sleuth. And I'm okay. I'm okay with admitting that. I am, however, a great breaking and entering person. What do you call those? Oh, right, criminal. I'm not John Wick here. I'm very much not John Wick here. I tried shooting a monster like 20 times and did jack. Shell case and core. You know what? F it.
Are you doing it?
Difficulty.
Yep.
Master sleuth. Accept. Accept. Save. Load.
Oh damn, Warlord. Oh man, that's messed up. Oh, I love it.
Where did it dump me? What the frick? Alright, time to check, make sure. Difficulty, Master Sleuth. Let's do it. We're on the hardest difficulty. Let's go! Yes! I feel it. You're feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
Do you feel it in your fingers?
I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes.
What's all around you?
Love is all... No, sorry.
Ooh.
Christmas is all around me. Fake spider in the hair move? That seems like a questionable move. Maybe not. I don't
Oh god, Warlord, that's awful.
I assume this is not like a flirting situation. Give me rags. Give me rags, give me raw, give me double, double, all. Alright, let me go back to the thing. I mean, I don't really need to go back to the Chronicle. So let's just go down to the bay. And then we'll sit on the dock of the bay, watching the elder god float away.
Yeah, see, I tried taking it from you, but then I had no idea where you were going.
Whoa, there's a big snake in the water.
There's a snake in my boots.
Me and Hops were the same person all along. These floods suck, man. I feel like I'm gonna get jump scared. Like I'm gonna be going through the water and just get like friggin' bodied by some giant tentacle.
Oh, Warlord, I enjoy the sass too. I enjoy the sass. The sass is strong with you and I love it.
The sass is strong with you. Why can't I turn? What the frick?
Aww, my villagers are singing a chorus.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus. That kind of chorus?
I don't think so. You're mostly a deaf metal.
I'm mad that I didn't think about that. I'm upset. Even. Get out of here, sleeping guy. All right. Levi Coffin?
Christmas is all around me. I'm sure the feeling grows.
I don't think this fish is good to eat. This looks like a real gross fish. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. You know, you do your...
They're all the sea.
Hey, what do you have for me?
Newcomer. Get the truck out of here.
I'm gonna hit you with an axe.
Ow. That's a...
Sorry, a shovel. Man, old-timey sea villages must have smelled so bad. People not taking baths all the time. Fish everywhere. That person just spawned in out of nowhere. Alright, let's just... You look like you're committing a crime, sir. Oh, never mind you. What do you call that vehicle that transports you from a castle to the mainland when the bridge is up?
Fresh fish, fresh fish.
A motorboat?
Oh!
Yeah! Can I shoot out this light? No reason. Stop trying to shoot things all the time. Can I holster my gun? Reload weapon. Crouch, walk, melee. Climb, aim, fire, use gadget, interact. Like, I don't need my gun out, man. I'm just running around like a friggin' maniac with a friggin' handgun. Alright, Pier 3. This is a... I just want everyone to take a real good look at this.
I don't really know what to make of that.
Anyway. Friggin' weirdos here.
Ah!
Hello?
Ah! Thank Kay. At last. Hey, help. Help.
What's going on?
Sea creatures. Swarmed over
Definitely
the piers.
fetish.
I hid here, but these walls won't stand up to them. Please help me.
What are those creatures?
What creatures? What are you talking about?
Wild beasts. They came to feast on the blood. They're eating the dead.
I have not.
I'm looking for Captain Sanders. Is he here in the port? Did the creatures get him?
I saw Sanders. Help me. I'll tell you what I know.
Combat. Press for more information. Combat. If you are crouched, hostiles are less likely to detect you. Enemies may harm your sanity as well as health. Some enemies have unique abilities that may come as an unpleasant surprise, but most have weak points too. Ammo and supplies are scarce. Scavenging, crafting, and quest rewards are the only source of supplies. Guns are not going to reload themselves. Okay, I guess I'll creep around like a friggin' weirdo then. Look at this guy's creep animating. So, I don't understand. I thought I wasn't supposed to do this. I don't want to use bullets, man. This is what I'm talking about. Bullets, man. Alright. Alright, well, one down. Hey, buddy, why don't you come over here? Why don't you come over here, man? Oh, yeah, why don't you No, don't hop that direction. Don't hop. Stop hopping. Hop over here. If you like hopping to your left so much. There you go. No, yep. Alright, well that's 2 down. The harbor has been cleared. I'm the greatest detective in the world. Hey, did you try just letting them kill themselves? Because that worked pretty well for me.
I've dealt with the creatures. Now, tell me about Sanders.
He got back several hours ago. Those things, they came because of him.
What kind of man is Sanders?
This Sanders. What kind of man is he?
Newcomer. Seemed like a decent guy. Okay, Captain. Treated his crew well.
Where is Bert? That series is messed up. Where's Sanders now?
I gotta find Sanders. Where is he?
Saw him get away. Just after the shooting. Ran for the pier. Didn't see where he went after that.
Did you see anyone else from the expedition?
No. Only Sanders. I'd bet my life no one else made it back.
Durham, thank you for that clip. Thank you so much for that clip.
The mayor's cursed these days.
I'm sorry, I missed where this guy was. Alright, burned documents. Sanders has fled. Captain Sanders fled the port when the fight on the Titania started. He burned all the expedition. I don't think I can link any of those. 30-ton ship Titania is currently available for hire. Yes, I know. I need to talk to Sanders.
Bernie?
God damn it.
The mayor's cursed these days.
I completely missed where Sanders was. Because the clip started playing and I stopped paying attention.
Sorry.
I'm going to just explore this. Ooh.
They emptied every chamber. Still stinks of burnt powder.
We don't really watch anime, no. We're not big anime people.
Shot dead.
We did just watch an anime movie last night.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
But that's more of a coincidence. We did a watch party with some of our friends.
What is driving me insane? Something's driving me insane. You used to cosplay Weary Warlord? Wow, I didn't know you guys knew each other that well. We just watched, what was it called? Your Name? My Name?
Your Name, I think.
They emptied every chamber. Still stinks of burnt powder. Shot dead. Point blank.
Why did that? Dude, this this detective is MacGyver. Whoa, that's gonna make me lose sanity.
Ew.
Mostly because the textures work so bad, alright?
Oh.
The monsters sure didn't leave behind much.
Oh god, it is. It's actually making me feel nice.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
Gotta be out of your head to do this to a man.
What was that? No. No! Piss off! Piss off, ghost! Uh-oh. This isn't good. What does this mean? Did I get freaking yeeted into the shadow realm here? What's happening? I'm like on a freaking knife's edge with my sanity. Like the slightest thing makes me go ballistic. Like I see a dude that got murdered by an axe. Looks like I'm going insane now. Oh, shadow monsters!
See you in a sec, Dorm.
Whoa, what the frick?
This would be a weird artifact in any collection.
I, Captain Jeremiah Sanders, hereby agree to take on board my vessel Titania any persons designated by Robert Throgmorton and the cargo detailed in the attached manifest, as well as to provide them with any and all necessary assistance up to and including depth measurements, as well as diving support for underwater exploration, marine life observations. Aforementioned services will take place in confidential locations in Cod Bay. Afterwards, the Titania will provide transport for all passengers to the Oakmont port. Compensation will be 70 bullets. Warlord, considering you use terms like Baka, you might like it.
Cape Cod. There were marks here, but they've been erased.
Can I use my special powers? My special powers are so unbelievably weak.
So unbelievably what? Oh. See, if you said it was going to be bad, then I was going to be like, just like my terraforming abilities.
Oh, well, you know what's funny?
What?
I forgot what I was going to say, so.
Damn it.
They were in high spirits, and plenty of them were drinking.
For 8 to 9 years. No, but seriously, you don't have Netflix.
What the hell's Netflix?
What the frick?
Look, I'm at the Titania, man.
Titania.
Activia.
This would be a weird artifact in any collection.
Oh,
really?
Oh, damn.
Okay.
So are you liking this game?
I am very much so liking this game.
You know how I can tell that?
Because I don't...
Every time the alarm goes off for stream readers, you're like, really? Because you're like just like so sucked in.
I am. I'm very sucked in.
I like seeing you get sucked into games because I know you're really enjoying it. I like it.
Well, there you go.
It's cool.
Can you...
Don't you dare ask me to do anything right
you
now.
Stream
How dare you?
God dang it!
Dang it. I'm in the middle of placing a natural garden table.
Start battle.
There is plenty of room, you stupid game. Why do you keep me so?
Yo, we detonated that eye, man. I'm nervous about this, though. Hey, Ernie. Yeah, hey, Ernie's just going after the boss right there.
Ernie, there is no peace in Animal Crossing anymore. It is only despair and frustration. I got the credit roll this morning.
Oh my god, Ernie and Rigeltus are just decimating their army. Most kills! Hey, Ernie. Most assists? Rigeltus.
Damn.
And one person gets a musketeer scroll, and that person is Rigeltus.
Woo-woo!
Congratulations. And that ends that map.
Woohoo!
I think we'll do uno mas. Ugh. And it will be the laboratory. And I'll put the tank right. No. Never mind. No, I don't want to put the tank anywhere. I want to do something that fights the. You know what? I'm gonna plop down a healer just to level it up.
Do what you want. Boop. Oh.
It looks silly because it transitions instantly. And then it just does the animation.
Well, I mean, yeah. I'll fix that.
What if I can do that right now? No, I shouldn't do that.
I could do it, actually. I just don't want to. I don't want to pull you away from this chat.
Yeah, it would have to. And also you'd have to keep testing the transition over and over.
Yeah, I'm cool with it if you are. I'm just kidding. No, I would just wait for the next transition.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
You can't take me! Eat
this is like Return to the Obra Dinn. Has anyone here played Return to the Obra Dinn?
To the mare with you! Die! Die! No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me we ain't allowed rum?
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here.
Well, I think they were partying.
No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me we ain't allowed rum?
They were partying and then they started going crazy. Things attacked them.
To the mare with you! Die! Die!
And then this dude chased this guy where he said, "You can't take me, take this."
You can't take me! Eat this!
For whatever reason, the crew went berserk. Only one man got away.
Oh. Gone insane. I'm glad I can kill these imaginary shadow monsters with my shovel. Pretty dope. Alright, let's see what we got here. Casebook. Time charter contract, yes. There's a fight among the crew. Only one man survived, though he was badly wounded in the shoulder. Mine Palace. So, burn document, the wounded sailor. The sailors on the Titania attacked one another. All but one were killed. The survivor has a deep wound in his shoulder. Sanders has fled. Wounded Sanders. The harbor master saw Captain Sanders leaving the pier. The only survivor of the fight on the third pier of the Grimhaven Bay was a man badly wounded in his shoulder. Captain Sanders, good lord.
Colonel Sanders?
Captain Sanders
Colonel
is
Sanders?
did man and is now seeking medical aid.
And chicken?
Don't talk to me. Burn documents, wounded sailor. No, I didn't think that was going to do anything. Case book. The harbor master. So maybe I should go talk to harbor master again. Pin evidence. I think the voice acting is pretty good, except for, I mean, there's obviously a couple of lesser roles that maybe great.
The mayor's cursed these days.
Sanders is wounded badly in the shoulder and needs medical aid. Oh, I could probably use my thing to trace him, right? Do I not understand this game? Maybe turning on Master Sleuth was a bad idea. Because the one guy, so there's one dude, he freaking peaced out. He was like, I'm gone, man. I'm out of here. And that was this guy. The guy who shot him.
They emptied every chamber. Still stinks of burnt powder.
I will try my best. So he's running. So he got wounded. He's running. He's sprinting. There is absolutely no evidence here in this boot mark. It's covered here. How can you tell I'm going crazy? Well, you're talking about Colonel Sanders a lot. So he was running. So in need of medical aid. So where would someone who needed medical aid go? That's right. The newspaper.
What?
So in badly needed medical aid. So there's the hospital here. Hospital of St. Mary. Is there a closer hospital?
A closer hospital? Yeah.
I'm gonna gamble and say that he went to the hospital. Do you think that's reasonable?
No. Does that help? Oh.
No.
I tried.
I feel like I'm wrong. I feel like I need to, oh, can I fast travel, actually? I think I can. Yeah, I can fast travel up here, although that doesn't really help me all that much, to be honest. Wait, is there a closer hospital? I don't know. I don't know any of these answers to any of these questions, man. Someone tell me where the hospital is. Why did I turn on Master Sleuth? In 2028, the coronavirus will look like mild poops at this rate. That's not good. What's in here? Oh, I see you. I don't think I see you. I see you. Whoa! Never mind. I'm leaving. Oh shit! Oh god, he did a lot of damage to me. Oh. This is why you don't go in places when you don't know what's in there. Just trying to get to the goddamn hospital. Alright. Hold on. Do I have another knowledge point yet? No. Good lord. Okay. What's that gonna do? Oh my god. What was I gonna do? I was gonna use my friggin' healing because. Let's go find Bernie. This is reasonable, right? If you're injured, you go to the hospital. But this is the United States, though. So maybe you just die. Hey buddy, you doing okay? You don't seem like you're okay. Everyone seems to be in a real bad place mentally. Probably something about the psychosis that's sweeping the city and, you know, the monsters. But I'm not a psychiatrist.
Find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
I think that.
Patient or visitor? Hold on. Let Dr. Grant guess. A visitor. Though you are a bit pale, you don't have a headache, do you?
Yes, a bit.
The usual. Nothing to write home about.
Ah, a chronic headache sufferer. Fascinating. By coincidence, I was studying Helminth and their role in illness before the flood. Did you know that all of us are infected by Helminth? Your headaches could indicate that they have infested your brain.
That's news to me, Doc. Sounds serious.
May I suggest you become a subject in my experimental medical program?
You strike me as a vampire. I feel like this is gonna backfire. Let's do it.
Experimental medicine. Oh, I guess it can't be any worse than the asylum in Boston. Count me in.
I'm delighted to hear that, Mr.
Reed. Charles Reed.
Mr. Reed, take these pills with some water. They're a potent measure against parasites. Contact me when you feel improvement.
I do not feel improvement. I feel bad. I feel extremely bad. Any patience? You poisoned me.
What the hell did you give me, Doc?
Is something wrong? You seem perfectly healthy to me.
Your medicine blinded me, and then it gave me these visions. Worse than a blow to the head. What are you trying to pull?
Intriguing. These side effects are a new development. I'll have to run some more tests. Let me know if anything else happens, won't you?
Yeah. Any patients with an axe wound?
I'm looking for a man. Just checked in. Cut up pretty bad.
I've got a trauma unit full of patients like that, sir.
Anyone with a shoulder wound?
Okay, This might ring a bell. My guy has a deep axe wound in his shoulder.
Sir, I really don't have time for rifling through paperwork, but you're welcome to take a look at our archives if it means that much to you.
It looks like hard work in these conditions. You need a hand?
Well, yes, actually, but it may result in close contact with the wiles. Is that going to be a problem?
Yes, but... Alright, fine.
I'm prepared to face men and beasts alike. Count me in.
Ah, I can see it in your eyes. Well, I have taken it upon myself to study the wild beasts, but need more data to confirm two of my hypotheses. One concerns the multi-handed creatures, and the other the vomiting humanoids.
Vomiting humanoids, you said?
Those hideous wretches seem almost human. But what could turn one into such a monstrosity?
Jim Bells, a patient of mine, was admitted to hospital with symptoms resembling cholera, but he turned into one of those things. Incredible. Here's the address. Find out what happened.
Yeah, he freaks me out.
What have you found out about the multi-handed beasts?
One of my patients saw them in his nightmares before the flood. I can't visit him, but he must know something. Here's his address.
Alright, see you later.
Bye.
Alright, so I need to check...
Be safe. We don't have any free beds left.
Hilarious. Alright, let's... Where are the archives? Yeah, give me all your stuff, man. So I can pop some of these monsters. Even though so far the gunshots on these things have been proven to be extremely worthless. Stupid gunshots. Alright. Alright, let's see. Harbour Master saw Colonel Sanders leaving the pier. So subject, patience. Period. Let's say district. I mean, I guess it would be the bay. And then the period. No. Surgery. Surgery? There we go. Grimhaven Bay wounded. Peter Crowley, male. Oakmonter, multiple burns and fragmentation wounds. No. Joseph Willow, newcomer, deep cut to the left shoulder. Wait, Joseph Willow. Deep cut to left shoulder, broken collarbone, fractured scapula. Wound stitch, fracture set and bandage. No trace of infection evident. Prognosis good. Bed rest recommended. Is that his real name? Joseph Willow? Deep cut wound to left shoulder. Broken collarbone, fractured scapula. The only survivor of the fight on the third pier was a man badly wounded in the shoulder. Captain Sanders is the wounded man, is now seeking medical aid. Grimhaven Bay wounded updated. Evidence updated. That's casebook. Wounded Sanders. Deep cut. Is he in? Let me see. Mind Palace. No, can't do anything here. It has to be Joseph Willow, right? I mean, is his name not actually Sanders? Yeah, let's do Patience, period, and Grimhaven Bay. It would be Grimhaven Bay. District. The only survivor of the fight on the pier of Grimhaven Bay, yes. Asylum morgue. Maybe morgue? No? Asylum? No? Therapy? No? Okay. Well, I'm pretty confident then that it's this guy Joseph Willow. Maybe he came under... Alright, patient wards is 2 and 3. I'm curious. There we go. Whoa! Clear water. surgery down here. Alright, 2 and 3. Ooh, sir. The frick? What happened to you?
What happened to you, mister?
Pete. Explosion. Fishing with dynamite. Hurts talking.
Get well soon.
I'm sorry. Well, get better soon. Bye.
Yeah, I found Pete.
Oh, my stomach. I ain't never eaten leeches ever again, no sir.
Yeah. That's real gross. Let's go up another level, I guess. Where's your boy? Your boy Joseph gotta be here, man. Oh, you look at that.
Yeesh. What happened to your shoulder?
Some psycho in a bar brawl. Gun came out, he clipped me good in the shoulder. Something I can help you with?
I'm just looking for someone. Captain Sanders.
Captain Sanders? Never heard of him. I'm Joseph Willow. You should probably look somewhere else.
Why did you lie?
That's funny. The records say you were admitted for an axe wound, just like a certain Captain Sanders got in the port massacre. Spill.
Oh, to the depths with it. Who sent you?
I'm asking the questions here, pal.
Yeah, well, first tell me who you are.
I'm investigating the visions.
Charles Reed. I'm a newcomer. I'm looking for the source of the Oakmont visions.
We had them, my crew and I. And during the expedition, the dreams. You can't understand, Mr. Reed. You weren't there.
What was the expedition looking for?
What were you looking for underwater?
The cause of all this. The stones, the flood, the monsters. The scientists found cracks on the seabed. They were working on some theory of how it connected to the madness.
The ocean floor splits open and that means hysteria on land. Really?
We spent days over the cracks. We heard things. Saw things looking back at us.
Why were you drinking?
I was on the Titania before I came here. It seems you were all hitting the bottle pretty hard. Why?
To stop them from rioting. To save them from despair. After those dives, anyone would turn to drink.
So, the diving did a number on your crew. But what happened in the port?
I don't know. They were calm until we docked, and then they lost it. And many good men lost their lives.
What happened in the expedition?
I think it'd be an understatement to say your expedition met with disaster.
There are things that should never be found, Mr. Reed. I only wish I'd known that then. Maybe they'd still be alive. The scientists, my crew. None of them deserved what happened to them.
Albert survived.
Did you know Albert Throgmorton made it to shore?
Albert survived? Is he here?
No. He didn't make it. He's dead as the rest. Murdered in the port. But what about the others?
I don't know. My crew left them down there. Underwater. I ordered a rescue attempt, but they threatened mutiny.
What happened during the final dive?
Tell me what happened on the last dive.
We had a system. The divers go down, then come up at a prearranged time. but not one surfaced that day. In the end, I sent a team to check. They returned with Albert, but all were half mad with fear.
Why did you abandon the divers?
You've got a good reason for leaving the expedition to die, right?
You weren't there. Day after day on that ship, it was a horror, Mr. Reed. We saw things. Not one of us dared sleep. It was an expedition into cursed waters, mark my words.
Where was your last dive?
Could you take me out to where the last dive took place?
No. You can't follow them, Mr. Reed. It's suicide. Worse than suicide.
I'm a Navy diver, Captain. And with all due respect, I'm not afraid of boogeymen.
I don't care. I'm not taking you there. And besides, you'll never follow them without proper equipment.
Where can I get a diving suit?
Do you know where I can get a good diving suit?
My men got theirs from a local factory. If you're that bullheaded, I'll write down the address.
I want the ship's log.
Where's the logbook from the Titania?
Well, I had it with me, but I was all out of it by the time I got here. I remember the surgery ward. When I came round, my things were gone.
Get better soon.
Oh my god.
Scratch me. Please, please. Just here. This itching is driving me insane.
I am the boogeyman. Dun 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 dun. Let's see. I am shocked that I've only gotten a single knowledge point since I started. Like, good God. Someone needs to fix this. Holy shit. You have a bed under a hole in the bathroom?
Where else do you put your bed?
I mean, you know, touche, right? He said the ship's log was down after he remembers surgery, but then that was it. I'm very suspicious of the doctor. I personally think you did something.
Be safe. We don't have any free beds.
Hey, Barley, don't get mad.
Yeah?
The drift is back.
No.
It is. It is. It just went blub, 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 blub,
Why,
in the menu.
why are you lying to me?
I'm not lying though.
Probably just needs to be cleaned more thoroughly.
Maybe Nintendo wants me to go crazy. Maybe Nintendo wants me to lose my mind.
What? There it is. Ship's log Titania. An accident place. Crew complaining of noises and no sleep. Fish behaving strangely. March 22nd. Reached the crew reporting hallucinations. March 23rd. Distributed rum. Hopefully it will distract them. March 23rd. Found an air pocket in the caverns near the Devil's Teeth, close to the city. Scientists discovered walls, ancient walls, asked for crates with tools. March 24th, sent Tate and Myers down to investigate after surfacing deadline passed. March 24th, Tate and Myers returned with only Albert Throgmorton, who is now completely unhinged, his madness disturbing, unsettling. March 24th, the crew dragged Albert to a lifeboat, tried to stop them, resulted in mutiny. New Mind Palace clue. This is an intense... I didn't think that this was gonna... Let's go to the drift shop for a cheap Joy-Con.
There's no joy in those cons.
There's no joy. Let's go. All right. Well, let me just do this real quick. Diving Suit Factory, Expedition Anchor Point, the Devil's Teeth. Get there by boat. Okay. The Wounded Sailor. Let's see if I can combine any of these. Albert was the only one saved. The crew were rioting and afraid of his insanity, so they cast him adrift. The Wounded Sailor. Crazy Crew. The Titania Incident. The Titania crew went mad and started a massacre in the port as a result. And this obviously is not going to match, but I figured I would try anyway. Okay. And we're back out in the streets. The cold streets of Oakmont, Massachusetts. And on that note, can we switch over to Street Raiders?
Absolutely, we can.
That one seems to be perfect. I don't know what's up with that. All right, here we go.
Ba-da-da-da-do.
Boom, boom. Hey!
Woo!
I mean, you know, rogues are, you know.
They stab and run away. I mean, it's fine. It's all right.
20 gold goes to the Wary Warlord. And we get 2 abduction tokens. And on that note, unfortunately, it is time to call it a night. So thank you to everyone who stuck around, watched some The Sinking City. I'm really enjoying The Sinking City. It feels really investigative, especially on Master Sleuth, where it doesn't give you any help. I mean, some of the clues are like, you know, a little on the nose, but maybe that might be less later.
Warlord.
Oh, Warlord. Oh no. Yeah, it does. It's a lot of fun. I like it. So I'll be definitely playing it some more. But we'll be on tomorrow at 11:30 a.m.
Eastern Standard Time. I was like, "Where are you going with AM or EST?"
We'll be on 11:30 with our Madness Saturday
Morning Mayhem.
Morning Mayhem Madness.
And we're talking about doing, rather than like demos and stuff, actually doing some mayhem of some games we've been playing. So do 30-minute chunks of some co-op games.
Yeesh. And they're not new. We've had them for a little while.
We've just been stuck on the beanies.
The beanies have kind of been our thing, but I wore this because of the time period in which the Sinking City takes place in, so I thought it would be fitting, and I don't own a fedora or a trilby or any of those types of hats.
A trilby? What be a trilby, Barl3y?
All I know is I don't own one.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
All right. But on that note, we'll be back tomorrow at 11:30, and then if you can't make that, we'll be back tomorrow at 7:30. So, you know, be there or be square, right?
Are you going to play more Neo tomorrow night?
Thinking about it.
All right.
Thinking about it.
Thrillby is the hat people hate but call fedoras. Really?
I don't know. I'm not a haberdasher.
Yeah, it is. It's a narrow-brimmed type of hat. A rich man's favorite hat at one point. Yes. Yeah. So when I took how you spelled it, it came up with Olivia Thirlby. I was like, that's not right.
I think both of the hats look good if you're wearing the proper clothing, though.
Yeah,
like if
not
I'm wearing,
just like
if I'm
a
wearing
t-shirt.
A NASA t-shirt and a freaking trilby, I'm gonna look like a jackass. Like, no matter who you are, you're gonna look bad.
Or where you're from.
As long as you love me. There you go. All right. But on that note, it is time to say goodnight. So good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
And we hope to see you tomorrow.
Have a great rest of your Friday night. See you in the morning.
See you in the morning. Bye.
Bye.